The fog-laden steam from London Victoria Station's engine melded with the icy night air. My suitcase felt unusually heavy as I stepped aboard the Frostbound Express. I'm Margaret Ellison, retired head inspector of the Crown Sleuthing Service. And what I thought was to be a quiet winter retreat soon revealed a destination far more perilous. Settling into my compartment, I murmured to myself, "Margaret Ellison, this will pass, but some journeys begin at their end." The metallic click of the door marked a threshold I could not yet see. Location: compartment carriage. Second section, hours passed quietly as the train snaked through snow-draped countryside. Dim lamps cast elongated shadows on patterned rugs. In those shadows, secrets stirred. I slowly took note. Sir Alistair Godwin, a banker of stern reputation. Neat gray suit. He carried a locked document case with a determined frown. His glance bore an old grievance. Eliza Godwin, his much younger wife. Skin pale, lips trembling. Fear flickered in her eyes whenever she met Alistair's gaze, only to collapse into a vacant quiet. Dr. Iris Bellamy, a poised female physician carrying pharmaceuticals in her tote small glass bottles in graduated doses. She read silently, eyes glinting behind glasses. Basil Trent, a celebrated author. One hand held a hip flask, the other furiously scribbled in his notebook. He watched, always watched. Thomas Wren, ambitious young journalist brimming with questions, notes ever at the ready. He scanned every interaction. Greta Hoffmann, a German governess whose calm composure hid a tautness in her posture. I glimpsed German documents tucked into her scarf. Harold, the carriage attendant, smiling, but his eyes darted warily around the compartments. The train embraced an uneasy hush, like drawing breath before a plunge. Chapter 2. Dinner car intrigue at the first blank station. Warm lamps greeted us inside the dining car. I took a seat in a corner booth, coffee in hand, watching the cast on display. I overheard a terse exchange between Sir Alistair and Dr. Bellamy. Hushed, urgent, Alistair's face reddened. Dr. Bellamy clenched her jaw. Storm loomed over them. Thomas Wren planted himself near Eliza, whispering rapid-fire inquiries while Trent scribbled every reaction. Greta sipped tea serenely. Harold moved among the tables methodically, but his gaze lingered on hidden doors. Layers of tension hovered. Time. 11:47 p.m., the train creaked into the Yorkshire moors. Outside, black branches clawed at the windows, snow swirling like spirits. Suddenly, an ear-piercing scream shattered the stillness. Liza's voice. My husband. Oh no. Instinct seized me. Titanic seconds passed as we converged on her trembling form. She pointed a shaking finger toward compartment B. Inside, Sir Alistair was slumped upright, eyes wide, breath gone. His lips were tinted purple, a small teacup spilled atop his lap, emitting a faint scent of bitter almonds. Sorrow and dread shaped that small space. The signs were clear. Poisoning and with intent. Snow had grounded the train. Radio signals were dead. We were cut off, no help for hours. I ordered everyone to the dining car. Please. We were alone, surrounded by murder. I readied myself, not as a tourist, but as an investigator returning to his post. Upon returning to the compartment for closer inspection. Sir Alistair's lifeless expression said nothing of surprise, just resignation. A faint hint of almonds hovered in the air. Cyanide. The compartment door had no lock engaged. Anyone may have entered. The briefcase lay open, its contents missing. A small embossed monogram on the cup matching one Eliza wore that evening. A blend of bold orchestration and subtle planting. Interrogation. Round 1. Eliza Godwin. Her tears were real. But I noted the stiff jaw when she claimed sleep at the time. She explained her husband had blackmailed her about a hidden past, not hers, but someone else's. She mentioned a note he carried warning, "If this leaks, everything ends." Dr. Iris Bellamy, I tested the residue immediately after. But the train was still moving. I withheld mentioning it until secure. She spoke with calm clarity, never faltering. Basil Trent. He confessed financial disputes with Alistair, but denied intent to kill. He tightened when I asked about the document. Casey said only that his next novel was bankrolled by Alistair. Thomas Wren. He'd walked the corridors at 11:30, claimed to have heard. Dr. Bellamy murmured to Alistair, but followed that with nervous glances as to whether that should be disclosed. Greta Hoffman, quiet as a winter moon, she repeated calmly that she'd served tea and retreated. When asked about the German documents, she froze. Harold? He claimed Eliza asked him to deliver the cup, but Eliza denied any such request. Harold looked green when I questioned him. When I found trace cyanide on his cotton gloves, he didn't panic. He looked expected. The teacup's monogram indicated planning. Eliza's claim of blackmailing for someone else pointed toward the hidden past. Dr. Bellamy's dosage knowledge was too refined for casual use. Trent's access to Alistair's debts remained suspicious. Thomas's notes, a whispered meeting. Greta's German Alistair had once funded her guardianship. Harold's glove cyanide taint, yet composed. A circle of suspects, each with a darker shade. I reflected. This wasn't a last-minute crime, it was planned with surgical precision. Two possibilities stood out. Someone with motive and means. A wrong or threat previously informed them. Someone desperate to protect a secret or profit. I organized an impromptu psych profile. The bride, protected by grief or guilt. The doctor, methodical, possibly protective. The writer, opportunist but casual. The journalist, eager to expose truth but for whose gain. The governess, silent but her German papers a vulnerability. The attendant, the gloves intriguing. One culprit held the key to elimination, someone else's secret. Second round, 2 a.m. Eliza swore blind I never asked for the cup. He wanted me to know, but not like this. Dr. Bellamy sighed. His note said, "If it gets out, Eliza suffers." I meant to protect her, yet when I realized the cup I held silent. Basil admitted he planned to dump my bankrolled novel. I tried to stop him, but killing, that wasn't my plan. Thomas gave a trembling confession. I heard Bellamy and Godwin arguing over a secret. She said, "This can't continue." I didn't stop them. Greta's eyes flickered tears. He found my old guardianship references. One was tied to a boy's suspicious death in Germany. He threatened me. Expose me or remain dependent. Harold's expression didn't shift as he said, I touched the gloves for delivery. I believed it safe. I saw Greta slip closer to serve the tea. I paused. I observed them all. My voice cut through the hush. One of you had both motive and practical means. One was protecting a secret, one protecting another, one seeking advantage, one acting under pressure. Then I looked at Greta softly. You slipped silently because your past was at stake. Dr. Bellamy had the knowledge, but the pills were cyanide crystals. Not her specialty. Thomas heard but froze. Basil had financial resentment. Eliza, you are too raw, too exposed. Each flinched. As dawn's pink light stained the car, Greta wept. He threatened to ruin me even if I would serve silently for years. He manipulates people. I felt trapped. I did what I thought I had to do. She spoke of Alistair's note, his blackmail, her impoverished childhood, her fright. Dr. Bellamy bowed her head. She made the tea. I confirmed the cyanide, too late to stop her. Harold interrupted softly. I wore the gloves at her request. I lied, but I didn't mix it myself. Thomas, pale, folded pages. I have where she wrote it down. At first light, ritual resumed. Greta was led away, lights flashing through snow. The passengers descended. Each faced the day and its consequences. I retrieved my belongings and paused at the platform, the wind fighting. Frostbound Express steamed behind, its journey ending as ours did, lives changed by a single night. Final reflection. Voice-over murder is never an accident. Not with people carrying secrets deeper than words. Greta acted from survival. Dr. Bellamy from a complex loyalty. Others caught in its tides. And here I stand, retired but never idle. Some journeys end at a station. Others at a heart's silent stopping.